First breaking news, Governor Gina Raimondo has made it official. Rhode Island students will finish the school year from home. I'm Shannon Heggie.
And I'm Mike Montecalvo. The decision comes as the health department reports 419 new cases of COVID-19. That's the highest single day number yet.
Unfortunately, another 8 Rhode Islanders have died as a result of the virus. 4 of them were nursing home residents. So far, 189 Rhode Islanders have passed away.
However, the number of people in the hospital went down slightly. Those numbers have held steady for the last few days now. Politics editor Ted Nesi joins us live from the State House with what the governor said went into her decision and reaction from parents. Ted?
Mike, Shannon, while officials insist that distance learning is going better than they expected it would, they acknowledge this was a tough choice to make.
It's the decision that's been made. This is what we're doing.
While many suspected it was coming, it was still tough to hear. Rhode Island K-12 students won't set foot in a classroom again until at least September. Governor Gina Raimondo insisting she looked as far away as Denmark for ideas about how to safely bring them back for even a few weeks.
But you got to think about busing children, keeping them secure, feeding the children, all the folks over 60 there, making sure the kids, everything is cleaned appropriately. It's a complex operation to run a school, which is something that we had to take into account.
Raimondo acknowledging the decision presents a major child care problem for many families and promising more on that next week.
I have mixed feelings. I do understand safety is, the first priority.
Becky Hillier is a first-grade teacher in Providence and a mom.
However, it might be a good decision on the teachers' part. As far as the parents, they are really, really besides themselves.
Believe me, I know it firsthand. I have 2 kids in my house.
The Education Commissioner says teachers will be given additional time to plan more distance learning lessons.
We can turn our attention to making the best experience possible for all our students. We can focus on finishing strong.
The news may be toughest of all for the class of 2020.
Traditional proms and traditional in-person graduations, like we had, aren't going to be possible this spring. That's the bad news. Here's the good news. We're going to do lots of other stuff.
Now, school districts are still required to complete 180 days. The Education Commissioner says all school districts will be done with school, virtually out, by June 18th. Coming up new at 5:30, the governor addresses those comments she made yesterday about Rhode Islanders ages 60 and older that brought her some blowback. Live at the State House, Ted Nesi, Eyewitness News. Well, as soon as Governor Raimondo made those comments yesterday about possible restrictions for older Rhode Islanders, we started hearing from concerned viewers. Turns out the governor heard from a lot of you, too.
I got a strong reaction back, particularly from very active people who are in their 60s. First phone call I got was from my brother, who reminded me he hasn't taken a week off in 6 weeks. He's a physician. So let me just allay some fears. You're going to be able to continue to go to work. We love you and want you to stay active, but the point of my comment, and I was advised by public health folks to make it, was just to say, look, this is different now, and we have to do what we need to do to keep ourselves safe. And not every 60-year-old is in the same situation. I'll be the first to acknowledge that. But the fact is, the older you are, if you have underlying health issues, the virus is more dangerous. So I just want everyone to start preparing themselves for having the necessary support in place to keep yourselves healthy and safe. It's a note to employers. It's a note to all of us. So I'm sorry if I created confusion. We don't have any particular regulations. In no way ever will we do anything to be discriminatory or reduce your chances of keeping a job or getting a job. It was just a way to say we want everybody to be safe. So take a minute to pause and think ahead and realize, we're going to be adapting to this virus for at least a year.
And the latest data from the Rhode Island Department of Health shows the vast majority of those who've died in Rhode Island from COVID-19 were over the age of 60. That group also making up the majority of those who've been hospitalized. Live at the State House, Ted Nesi, Eyewitness News.